I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, it's Monday. But, the good thing was it wasn't too hot today. We didn't see all those temperatures poke up into the 100s anywhere. So with a little extra cloud cover around, a couple of isolated showers kind of kept temperatures down. We're still at 93 in Weslaco now, 97 in McAllen, and 90 in Port Isabel. So it's not exactly chilly, but, at least it's not 105 anywhere. Current wind speeds, there is a light breeze from the south and southeast. You see it roughly about 10 to 15 miles per hour or so, and I think the winds will be fairly light overnight. So if you're doing something Monday evening and night outside, probably getting very light winds, 5 miles per hour or so as we get toward the nighttime hours. But the satellite radar shows some patches of clouds coming up. You see the sea breeze briefly trigger some showers right there in Willacy County this afternoon. And now we're mainly dry, but there are some patches of clouds still coming in from the south. But any showers mostly way to the south or way up to the north. So there is some moisture building to the south. It's kind of a little disturbance we'll show you next half hour. It's kind of tracking just to our south and making its way into Mexico. That may help cause a couple more showers tomorrow. But still, I think tomorrow's a day probably similar to today, just there might be a couple more brief showers around the area. But I think most areas will be dry tomorrow. But if you do see a shower, it's mainly late in the morning or afternoon as temperatures get up to about 95 for a high. If you're lucky, though, and get some clouds and a shower, it may kind of cool those temperatures back down into the upper 80s or lower 90s for a while. Future Track does show dry weather tonight with partly cloudy skies around. Tomorrow, I think when you wake up, there's 8 a.m. It shows dry weather, and Future Track isn't too excited about rain chances tomorrow. We see it kind of has us in and out of clouds, but I think with a little weak disturbance nearby, it might be just enough to kick up a couple showers or maybe a weak thunderstorm, maybe in 1 or 2 spots tomorrow. So kind of just keep an eye on the sky if something's building to your south or southeast or east. There might be some rain coming your way, but probably the better chance for rain will be over in Mexico and to our south. By the time we get to Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, still pretty dry. Wednesday's the day, though, I think we get enough moisture in the air again, and with that little weak disturbance nearby, there could be a couple more showers or a storm with the sea breeze in the afternoon. So probably our best chance for rain over the next, say, 3 or 4 days might be Wednesday, but even then we're talking maybe 30% or so. And even by Thursday, Future Track has a couple showers in the area, but I think most areas look dry. So about 20% chance for rain tomorrow, 30% on Wednesday. Both days, just maybe some isolated showers or a weak thunderstorm building, especially I think maybe on Wednesday. There could be at least a brief heavy downpour in spots. And then by Thursday, we're back down to 10% and probably holding close to that range or less through the weekend. Now, hurricane season, we're about 6 weeks into it, and in the Gulf of Mexico, things are still pretty quiet out there. Nothing going on in the Gulf or Caribbean. There's kind of a weak disturbance here. Some of the models try to hold this little weak disturbance together and kind of drift it through Florida and maybe into the northern Gulf with some rain late in the weekend, but not really forecasting it to develop into anything. The only significant disturbance is way out in the Atlantic, and it only has a 20% chance to develop into a tropical system within the next 5 days, but it's at least 5 days away from even getting close to anywhere. So not much in the tropics right now in the Atlantic basin. Down to 77 late tonight, kind of partly to sometimes mostly cloudy, light winds overnight and still fairly humid, of course. And then tomorrow, 95, but if you get stuck in some extra clouds tomorrow or maybe a shower, that could cool temperatures for a while, but still expecting only about 20% chance for rain, meaning about 20% of the valley could see some rain tomorrow. A little bit better chance as you saw on Wednesday, and then it drops off on Thursday, but highs go back up a little higher, up in the upper 90s in most areas by the weekend, and some parts of the upper valley, of course, hitting 100 degrees by then. So we'll keep an eye on the rain chances in your first 1-5 forecast coming up.